Baby, when I tell you episode 2 of this reunion did not disappoint, but of all of the windmilling that was happening, look at Big Dominican standing behind a pregnant girl, scared to get in the paint. Oh, for the first time, I agree with Anna 100%. Biggie was wrong for leaving her friend to hang like that. Is y'all ready to talk about it? Because Street of Hallway came in swinging, girl. Let's juice.
Come on, Blazer.
It's a beef for me.
Wow, 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 wow. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Voodoo Doll TV, back with a quick little juice or whatever the case may be. And girl, we have to talk about Baddies Midwest Reunion, episode 2. When I tell you this episode had me watching it 5 times in a row, I had to slow it down just to watch the whole thing in slow motion. It was just so much going on. Fights all over the place. Girl, everywhere. I'm telling you, when I say it went down on this episode of Baddies, it went all the way down. Now, we had 2 sets of 3s that came out. The first set of 3 consisted of Bad Dolly, Big Lex, and Summer, and they came out with a vengeance, do you hear me, against the other 3, which was Anna Mac, Tiki, and Scotty. I was going to say Biggie, but as you can see, Biggie didn't fight nobody. But anyway, they tore that stage every which way but loose, and the only thing that annoyed me more than anything on that stage was the 2 punks. And I'm talking about Bobby Lights and Saucy. But we gonna get into it because Bobby blew me the most out of all of them. But neither here nor there. We gonna get into that. And we also gonna get into how Anna Mac had to really jump in Biggie's face and basically tell her that you're not a friend of me because you really left me out there to dry. Mind you, Biggie is one of the bigger girls on the stage, yet the scariest. I don't quite get that. She says she's not a fighter, but I'm over here saying, girl, you got to be a something now. Your friends was over there really into it and you did nothing. And I want to also add, by the way, yes, Tiki was swinging on Bad Dolly, but she made sure she never swung a lick on Big Lex. Oh yeah, we gonna get into her. Also, we also got to get into the second round of the big 3. Well, really it was 2 and a possible. It was Big Ivory, it was Pretty P, and Jazz, that girl there. But we gonna get into it because Big Ivory came out there and did her big one. Baldhead Jayla let somebody tape some braids to her hair. I'm still over here trying to figure out how they did that magic trick. What's her name? Diamond the Body want to leave early. Talking about she had a booking, girl. Diamond the Body didn't want to catch no more hangs. We gonna get into that. Also, her being unfired and rehired back to the Baddies, Africa, and all that stuff. It was so much going on, but I'm telling you now, I literally had to watch the reunion in slow motion, and I'm telling you that's the best way to watch this reunion. When y'all get off of here, go watch it in slow motion. That's the only way you'll understand. But anyway, do me a favor. Grab your teams. We about to get right on into this episode. Grab your earbuds, everything you're gonna need to get through this jokes, because it was a lot going on. I got a few clips to play, and I need y'all in here pronto. You hear me? Don't be hiding behind pregnant women like Biggie. Big Dominican. Let's get into it. So now the episode opens up where we left off last week. Diamond the Body comes out on stage, and obviously one of Natalie's Chin's minions had to take up for her, and obviously right now is going to be Rolley, and I don't understand why. So anyway, Rolley and Diamond get into the mix, and we find out later that it was more to do with Natalie fight. But before we get to that, let's get into these fisticuffs. I keep telling y'all, Rolley is one of those girls, if she can't grab you, you can beat her. Jayla showed y'all that season 1 of Baddies South. You feel what I'm saying? But anyway, she was able to grab on the Diamond the Body, and girl swung Diamond the Body every which way but loose. And this the worst part. That punk in the audience was over there narrating the whole thing, and he was very much team Scotty, the cool girls, Natalie and all that stuff, him and Saucy. But he was getting on my nerves, and I just started liking Bobby Lights, and I still like him. But in this situation, you could tell he was like on the sides of the cool girls with Rolley and all that stuff, and it was just like, go lay, please. So anyway, girl, in the midst of the fight, there go Rolley grabbing. That's all she could do. I mean, don't get me wrong. If she get to you, she gonna pound your face. Don't get me wrong. But still, Rolley's whole MO when it comes to fighting is grabbing, because she uses her weight and then she twists these girls around. And Diamond the Body, you knew that. Didn't you fight her before? So anyway, they sit down. Diamond the Body had them pull one of her little 27 pieces out of her head. I think it was one of her baby bangs. Because, you know, Rolley don't have no edges or no hair all around her head. Slide, slide, slippity slide. Rolley ain't got no hair on the side. So, you know, it came off. So anyway, back to the next round they go because Rolley felt played about the doggone hair. And also Rolley felt like Diamond the Body really was doing too much on the internet. So boom. Second round they go head up and I'm over here saying, Diamond the Body, you must like jumping off of bridges and stuff. Why is you over here fighting this girl? And then it's the worst part. Every time they get in the mix, Diamond the Body literally puts her head down and get the windmilling. You know how I be telling people they be windmilling with their head down? This is an actual picture of what it looks like to windmill with your head down. So, girl, I'm like, Saucy, wait, why are they fighting? Like, we thought that they were cool. They made up. They had their little 1-2 yin-yang last season, but they have been cool. Why are they fighting? And that's what I'm asking too. Saucy, why is they fighting? Same reason why I want to know why you got that outfit from last year. And look at Chin. You guys, I think I know why they're fighting. First of all, Diamond had my vape. I asked her to pass it. She wouldn't pass it. Then also, Diamond the Body is getting fought by Rolley because Rolley's fighting for me and my chin. She chin checked me and we're not letting it go. So Rolley tried to catch her breath because, you know, her asthma and her sleep apnea be hitting her all at the same time. And she said, yeah, it's about Natalie, but it's also bigger than Natalie. It's about the fact that this girl tried to get caught off my situation with Slim. And she said, and I don't appreciate it. And I'm going to be honest, I'm with Rolley on that. But Diamond the Body felt like, no, you was bullying the little girl. I'm a bigger girl. Come get me. But Diamond the Body, you getting beat up. See, when you go to help somebody and take up for them, you supposed to win the fight. You're not supposed to lose, Fefe. See, that don't go like that. But Diamond the Body felt like she wasn't getting clout. She really just felt some type of way after seeing the footage. But I'm with Rolley. Anybody that Rolley want to fight behind that Slim situation, I'm with her because everybody was chasing clout and jumping ship because they thought it was getting too hot. And like Rolley said, girl, you really was online talking your stuff, acting like I wasn't going to see you and drag you again. And I did what I did. You don't give a damn about no Slim. You don't care about none of that. Y'all just wanted clout. And I believe Rolley. I believe her 1,000%. And look at Diamond the Body. Girl looking like she rethinking her whole life, huh? Diamond, are you okay, girl? Girl, you wore blue. You wore the right color. Girl, because the blues is what you've been getting all reunion. But one thing about Diamond the Body, she gonna stand in the paint. She don't care. But anyway, Diamond the Body and Rolley squares up again. And this time, you know, Rolley's a grabber. And I guess Diamond started grabbing too. So Diamond grabbed a whole chunk of the rest of the 26 pieces that was left in Rolley's head from the 27 piece and took out her whole middle of her head. And when I seen this still shot, I almost fell through the floor. Rolley, how is your other hair sticking on around your head? They must have used glue because you ain't got no hair around there. How you let them pull your cradle cap off, girl? And on top of that, Diamond the Body had got a whole braid pulled out her hair. Girl, a whole braid, girl. Y'all really be on here fighting and taking your hair out, teats out and all of that. Y'all is crazy. Next level crazy. I'm not about to get on here. How much money is this involving? But anyway, so Diamond the Body also have an issue with Natalie because she felt like Natalie went online because they asked Diamond basically why she fought Natalie. And Diamond basically felt like I fought Natalie because Natalie went online dragging me about my best friend and she could have called me. Natalie feels like she didn't do it. She says, no, I didn't do it like that. You're lying. Pass me my vape. Natalie says, according to her, that she called Diamond the Body and hit her up before she went live. Diamond the Body said that's not true. But basically, Natalie went live and basically said that Diamond the Body's best friend fought Anna. And she felt like Diamond should have stopped it or broke it up or something instead of just tape it because the baddies are supposed to have each other back. But let's be honest. Girl, Natalie don't give a you-know-what about Anna Mae getting beat up. Hell, Anna don't care about getting beat up. I think that Natalie just needed a reason to be mad with Diamond the Body because no matter how many times she want to fire Diamond the Body keeps coming back and it shows us she don't have no pull. So Anna Mae Mac jumps in and was like, I ain't gonna lie. I did fight Diamond's friend, but I don't want to fight her no more. It was just a drunk night, misunderstanding. I like her. She's cool. She was like, but I ain't gonna lie, Natalie. Yes, you did hit me up and ask me if I was okay, but it was after you went live. So basically, Anna Mac is on the side of Diamond the Body by saying that, yeah, you did go live first. Natalie don't want to hear that, though, because Natalie feels like that's all a bunch of BS. She don't really go live and be online with the BS. Yes, you do, Natalie. Now, you may not do it as often as the other girls, but you definitely get online and pop your shiz not eat. And Diamond said that's why she popped you, because you got online and popped it. So she came in real life to pop you. And I love that for Diamond the Body, because Natalie ain't been popped in so long, she forgot. You feel what I'm saying? And it's nothing better than bringing back realness and reality to a heifer. You feel me? So Natalie acted like she wanted to swing again, girl, and tried to swing on Diamond. Girl, it was how far she reached out. Oh, Diamond, I wish you would have uppercut her right there. I wish you would have caught that chin mid-motion. You hit me? And knocked the vape off from out of her breath. You feel me? Oh, man, it was a missed opportunity. But you could tell Diamond don't really want to fight Natalie. She's just playing it up for the TV. But Natalie don't like that. And she says, you guys in the audience, you're laughing at me. I bought you all vapes. Pass me my vape. I bought you vapes. You're so wrong. And so she was telling Diamond about it, that she's a little girl to her. She said, you are fired again. She said, you're not coming to Africa. You're not coming home. You're not going nowhere. And Diamond about it said, it don't matter. I got money in the passport. It's going to be in Africa. But the girl Natalie said that's not true. And Janisha and Saucy and what's his name? Bobby Lights is over there asking Natalie if she really fired. But Natalie won't respond. Now, this the part that got me. Diamond the Body grabbed the mic after many times saying she don't want smoke with Tiki, grabbed the mic and said she want to fight. And then Saucy comes around there talking about, oh, you want to fight Tiki? And she's like, no, I don't want to fight her. So she grabbed the mic and literally says that and says she's not ready to keep up with Tiki, and nobody on the stage want to fight Tiki. And Tiki has this look on her like she's just disgusted with Diamond the Body. And I'm over here saying, girl, what is wrong with you? What did Diamond do to you? Now, legend has the word on the street. I didn't say it. This is what they said. They said you had popped a little, a little whoop-de-whoop, and you was high as the cost of living. Now, I don't know if it's true, but all I'm saying is, girl, all this displaced anger for Diamond is just for why? You don't do nothing until the reunion. Like, you don't get to have an attitude. You just don't. Sorry. Now, in the midst of that, Rolley jumps in on the whole situation with Diamond and Natalie and says, I ain't gonna lie, even though me and Diamond had a fight, I would say in Diamond's defense that was that girl real best friend in real life. So she obviously wasn't gonna jump in on behalf of Anna against her real best friend, because I wouldn't do it neither. Now, this makes Chin go crazy. And she says, what are you talking about? Didn't I just give you a vape? Why are you saying these horrible things? What are you saying? And Rolley was like, I'm just saying, Natalie, you wrong. You want that girl to fight her best friend behind a baddie? I wouldn't fight my best friend. And I'm over here saying, Lord, have mercy. Now, y'all done got Rolley amped up. You feel me? But anyway, Diamond said it don't matter because she said what she said. She did what she did. That is her best friend. And she didn't jump in it because she still messed with Anna as well. But she feel like basically Chin is putting 20 vapes on 20 vapes. And they don't have to be this serious. Now, one thing I did forget to mention, and I want to mention it here, Rolley basically said that Diamond the Body was online doing that clout thing as it pertains to helping up for Slim, because Diamond the Body is the same girl who threw eyelashes at some girls and had them jump one of the girls at the audition. So with that being said, like I told y'all before, all those girls did that online stuff with Slim because it was popular, it was popping, they all followers, and I said what I said, and I'm with Rolley on that one. Okay, so now we done looked at Diamond the Body here, because Diamond over there telling Rolley she owe her implants because she done pulled the whole braid off the scalp when it come to Diamond. Y'all is crazy. Y'all really, how much is they not paying y'all enough? This is insanitary at this point. What's going on? So anyway, Janisha trying to get everybody to settle down so she can bring out the big three. And Diamond the Body is over there breakdancing on the floor. Will somebody get Diamond the Body, please, Lord? Now is not the time. So Janisha finally gets the crowd to settle down, the girls on stage to settle down, and she's announcing the big three. That's the name of this episode. But she's announcing the big three, and those are Bad Dolly, Big Lex, and Summer. Now, mind you, they got beef with Anna Mac, Scotty, and obviously Big Lex want bald head Jayla again. So boom, soon as they come out, things go crazy. So now, as soon as they come out, I will give Tiki this. Bad Dolly now went straight to fighting Anna and Jayla, and Tiki did have to go after Bad Dolly to get the ones off. But either way, they told Scotty every which way but loose. Girl, poor Scotty was all between the love seat and the sofa. Do you hear me? They was tearing her down. Now, Diamond the Body was trying to jump in to help Scotty, but it was to no avail. Anna Mac, obviously, as you can see in the pictures, jumping in. Bald head Jayla jumping in. Girl, it is complete chaos. Do you hear me? And I'm over here saying, girl, it's like a big old World War V over here at the Baddies place. And I'm looking for Rolley, not Rolley, because Rolley was over there telling Biggie to go get in the paint, and Biggie wasn't getting in the paint. So I'm looking for Biggie. I'm like, where's Biggie? She the biggest one. She could really be making an impact at this point. And then somebody said, look in the corner. And look a big Dominican.
Big Dominican, big Dominican, big Dominican. Hey, yo, bro, I swear to God, I'm behind Tiki because I don't fight. I keep telling you guys I'm Dominican, I'm no black. I don't fight, and you guys keep asking me to fight. Like, what am I going to do? You want me to get into the paint? I don't even like paint. I don't even like colors. Like, seriously, bro. Like, I keep telling Anna, she kept talking stuff online, all over this internet, and I told her they was going to get her, bro. I can't do it. I told her I'll feed her, I'll make her empanadas when we get out of here, but I'm not fighting, bro. I don't care. And I know it looks pretty bad that I'm standing behind the pregnant girl, but she fights, so she's good. She can handle her and the baby and me, so she's fine. So don't tell me that I'm wrong, because this girl fight with all of her babies. She'll be okay. But yeah, bro, I'm telling you, I don't want to fight, bro.
Oh, girl. Girl, you ought to be slapped. See, Anna better than me. Because, see, where I'm from, you would have got beat up after the fight. Oh, yeah. Your big behind would have got told every which way but loose. But I guess they do it different in the P aura and the D aura, girl. But anyway, the fight subsides, and let's get a little bit of slow-mo action of what was all happening and taking place. So as you guys can see, it was pure chaos, and somewhere, somehow, Jayla snuck in a lick on what's her name? Big Lex. And Big Lex said she wanted the smoke. You know, she started hollering, yeah, come on, let's go. So girl, they get the head up. And first of all, I don't know who taped them braids on bald head Jayla, because we know she ain't got enough hair to braid. But whoever did that, count your days. You're out of pocket and you're wrong for deception. But anyway, Big Lex is telling the producers and the security to move aside, let her get to bald head Jayla. She's still ready for fights or whatever. And Summer is ready to jump in. Everybody active. Bad Dolly active. Everybody is ready to go. Mind you, Bad Dolly still got to fight Tiki, and that's coming up here in a second. But before we get into that, I just want to add that this was the most mayhem I've seen at a reunion for Baddies since its inception. Don't get me wrong, most of the reunions be turned up, but I ain't gonna lie, this sophomore 3, these new G's, they came in and turned it all the way up. Yes, they did. So now we got 2 fights that's gotta happen. We gotta get bald head Jayla and Big Lex, and we also have to get Tiki and doggone Dolly. Now, Dolly and Tiki is the one we gotta really discuss, so let's get right on into it. Okay, now I want to start off by saying this. I don't think anybody necessarily expected Bad Dolly to go in and really beat up Tiki. I think we all kind of was under the same consensus that Tiki would win the fight. But what we did not expect was Tiki to show a sign of weakness. And that's what she did, in my opinion. Now, don't get me wrong. According to Saucy, he said Tiki won the first round, which I'd agree. And in that second round, Dolly was hanging up with her. And I agree with that as well. Because you got to understand, there was a point where Dolly did have Tiki slip. Now, I'm not gonna lie, as much as I want to say Bad Dolly hit her and she tumbled or something like that, that didn't happen, but it was something about the way Dolly was swinging on Tiki to make her tumble like that or stumble, and I think that stumble kind of messed with her. Check it out. Yeah, see, if you paid attention in this particular frame right here and in that little clip, like I said, I don't think Dolly necessarily hit her to make her tumble or stumble back, but ultimately that stumble back kind of showed a sign of weakness of Tiki, and I think that's what turned her up. Also, it looks to be that Dolly is not backing down, and also Dolly is outside with the shiznai. Like, come on now, this is the big bad wolf we talking about, Tiki. And it would explain why she was doing a lot of explaining online and why she stormed out of the whole situation, this whole thing, basically screaming and hollering, talking about she a eater, and also why she left. Because I don't know if it was some personal stuff going on, but I've never seen Tiki walk away. Tiki left, honey, and we're going to get into that in a second. But I'm telling you, like I said, we all expected Tiki to win, and I think Tiki won the fight. But I think that stumble right there really humbled her a bit. You feel me? But I noticed before she clocked out of there, she really was on 10. And some people said she was high. I don't know this to be a fact, but that's what they say. They say she was high as the cost of living, and that's why she was acting a foolio without no Julio. But child, I don't know what it really was. All I know is Tiki was on 10 and ready to go. Now, mind you, Natalie messy. Watch Natalie watch the girl as she walked by and offer her a jacket. Girl, when I tell you, I probably would have stole Natalie's whole chin right then. Girl, what is you doing? The girl got a whole top off and you around here trying to beat. Girl, listen, Natalie need to get beat up. And that's why I'm mad Rolley fought for her. Let her and Diamond fight. Natalie need to get beat up. This is ridiculous. And she's setting all of this up. We already discussed that. Poor Tiki had to really get out here and really put in work on the reunion. Well, she should, because she don't do nothing throughout the season. But put in work on Bad Dolly and almost stumbled and fell, all because Natalie is messy. Messy mode is what Natalie is. And Diamond about it, I saw you jumping in. I get it, Anna is your girl, but you don't want Big Lex to knock that other tooth out, Diamond about it. Tread light. I seen you. Maybe you was jumping in for bald head jailer. I don't know who you was jumping in for, but you should have stayed your blues clues behind somewhere else and let them girls handle their own. You feel me? So anyway, girl, the whole stage erupts. It's fights all over the place. Big Lex won her rounds with bald head jailer. We also got Summer still fighting jailer. She fighting Scotty, girl. It's fights all over the place, girl. It is ridiculous. Let's get into it. So now, boom, Lex and Summer gets into a fight. They get the tussling up. Obviously, it was a lot of hugging, a lot of wild swinging, a lot of stuff going on. I don't even know who won, but I'm going to just give it to Jayla because I feel like Jayla can fight better than Summer. You know, it just is what it is. But honestly, it was just a bunch of windmilling over here. Don't nobody know who really won. But the gag is, Jayla is over there tussling with Summer when Big Lex wants her head off her shoulders. And when somebody pulled, that was Big Lex, pulled that stocking cap up off of Jayla, bald head Jayla, and she had some braids under there. I said, now what in the Tyler Perry wig am I witnessing? Who did this? What is going on? Girl, Jayla had done came up out her shirt, boobs everywhere, A cups for everybody. Do you hear me? A cups was everywhere. I said, bald head Jayla, put your shirt on. But she didn't care about none of that. It was up and it was stuck, and she was going at it with Summer, and some of them came out with it on their mind because Summer was with her too, rolling it out. You feel me? Everybody. Now, once some of the commotion started to die down, Tiki was over there telling Anna she couldn't help her fight with Big Lex because they kept putting people on her cap. Kibbity cap. Tiki, you very strategic with who you fight. And I love the fact that Rolley was over there asking Biggie, why is you standing over there? Girl, this whole episode was a MESS. And you got Anna Mac trying to tell Tiki that Biggie's standing there watching them get jumped. And in my opinion, Tiki watched it get jumped too. It's just that she watched from another fight while Biggie watched from behind Tinker Fat. You feel me? But all I know is all Mayhem is on the stage. The bodyguards telling Anna Mac done snuck and hit Summer and got her one or two good times and actually won a couple of rounds. And they was telling Anna Mac, you did a good job. You beat her up. Yes, you did. And I'm over here saying, girl, the bodyguard's messy too. So then all of a sudden, my girl Tiki retreats. My girl walked out of the set, her and Biggie in tow, and was like, she's done with this. She's a eater and all types of things of that nature. And I'm over here saying, but wait a minute. I'm scratching the braids under this sew-in trying to figure out why Tiki is leaving. Of all the reunions, she's never left. But she said that at this point in time, the only big three or the only duo is her, Anna, and Biggie. I said, well, girl, I know you lying. If that's y'all duo, you are the do and the O. Girl, she went to moving around, cussing everybody out, saying she a eater, she want to eat. But I'm saying, but you going the wrong way. The buffet is back there on stage. She yelling at the cameraman. She yelling at everybody backstage, away from the stage. And I'm over here saying, what's going on, Tiki? I ain't never seen Tiki this pressed behind a fight. Like, don't get me wrong, she turns up, and this is no shade to Tiki, but Tiki was really pressed about this fight. And this scene right here gave me more insider as to why she kept doing these long lives to tell us what happened. Now, she gets to the room and tell everybody, pack it all up. She ready to go because she a eater. Take my shoes off. Y'all don't know I'm a demon. I'm a demon. And I said, I thought these girls were church girls. What do you mean you a demon, girl? And whoever the gay boy was saying, clock it. I'm saying, oh my God, this is a mess. Back at the doggone stage, though, they still fighting, girl. Lex tried to run up on Baldhead Jayla and ended up falling. Bobby Lights was all on the mic saying, that's what she gets. She fell. And then we got Saucy over here. The audience is losing their mind. It's mayhem all over the place. And I'm over here saying, girl, this is better than pay-per-view. Do you hear me? This is way better than pay-per-view. Everybody was sliding. And when I say sliding, I mean physically, mentally, figuratively, literally, in every sense you could think of the word slide, girl. So I ain't gonna lie, my girl Summer dropped Scotty. Yes, she did. Don't get on here, but Voodoo, the floors were slippery. I don't care. Summer dropped my girl Scotty. And you know, at the end of the day, it was what it was. And honestly, I feel like Summer, Lex, and Dolly came to do their big ones, and they did just that. For now, okay? But anyway, yeah, she dropped Summer down, not Summer, Scotty on the floor. Shout out to my girl Summer for doing your big one, as you should, because Scotty been jumping this whole time, and I didn't like Bobby Lights hollering, y'all not about to jump Scotty. Shut up. Scotty been jumping. She can catch these hands too, okay? But anyway, the security broke them up. Scotty is all over the place. She's so mad. She's worked up because she couldn't believe that them legs didn't save her this time. You know, Scotty good for a good defensive kick. You feel me? She's wonderful for a defensive kick when she know them licks coming toward her like a helicopter. But it didn't work this time. You feel me? So anyway, girl, they breaking these girls up. Like I say, I don't know where they be renting venues at to host this, but it's got to be in the middle of nowhere. That's the only thing I can think of. And look at Summer. Fresh braids under the tracks and everything today. Summer said, not today, And I caught Bobby Lights trying to be shady, talking about a fan want to know why her braids wasn't done during the season and they were mad at. And she said, because they should have never gave a real bitch money. And that was the best response she could have gave to him, because you really could have dragged Bobby Lights. Bobby Lights was very biased and annoying this season, or this reunion. And I didn't too particularly like it. He can't be biased as a host, in my opinion. Now, Scotty done had enough, girl. Scotty done said she going to the bike, change her clothes, some in the back. I got you. And Scotty don't like this not one bit. Post Scotty with the highlighter body. It's gonna be all right. You live to fight another day now, girl. You gonna be all right. And look at Bobby Lights. Scotty. Wasn't nobody hollering at. He even tried to do it for Rolley. He tried to do it for Natalie. He tried to do it. Nobody is listening to you, Bobby Lights. Somebody should have knocked the microphone out of your hand. Let me go get somebody from Bad Boys to pop you upside the head. You was just very extra and very punk-ish and messy this episode. But anyway, Summer and Anna gets back into it. Anna snuck up on Summer. It was just a mess. Two grasshoppers just fighting each other, girl. Just hold them up in the air and let them swing their long, daddy long legs, girl. That's what it all looked like to me. Security pulls Anna away, like I told y'all, and told her that she did her big one, that she fought and won against, what's the girl name? Summer. And she did, I think. I don't know. It was too much. I'm going to give it to her because it's Summer. I don't care. Yeah, I know you got that one, but you done got dropped before too. Don't get to acting crazy. Now, in the bike, girl, Tiki is really leaving. Tiki was like, I'm out of here. And had all her people grab all her teams and they left. And I said, Tiki, where is you going, girl, with your sumo wrestler drawers? Who dressed you? That's another thing I want to ask. You have no style. Like, literally none. I don't understand that. Anyway. But anyway, inside, Summer's over there hugging all up on Tinkerfat with the baby. And I heard that's Lemmy brother baby. Is that true? Is that Lemuel Plummer's LJ Plummer baby, allegedly? No wonder they around here calling you baby mama and all of this. What's going on? So now, outside, Anna Mac has met up with Tiki. Tiki sitting in the car smoking or whatever the case may be. And Anna Mac is crying because she felt like Biggie really left them out there for dead. And Biggie on the other side of the car basically saying that it wasn't her problem and her fault to jump in because she's not a fighter. So Anna Mac goes off on Biggie. Biggie on the other side saying,
hey, yo, bro, I told you I don't fight, bro. I told you it was your fight. Like, you want me to fight Big Lex? Like, seriously? Like, you must want me to die. Like, bro, why would I fight Big Lex? I can't fight these girls. I don't even know how to fight. I'm not a fighter, bro. I keep telling you that. Why do you want me to fight?
And Anna Mac was over there saying, you supposed to be my cousin and my friend, and you left me, you wrong. And I gotta be honest, Anna Mac was right. Anna Mac was 1,000% right. Biggie literally sat there and was scared and let her friend get into that type of water. And honestly, I would never want a person like Biggie as my friend. Don't get me wrong. I don't expect to be getting into no fights. But ultimately, that was just out of pocket and all the way wrong. And Anna Mac have every right to feel the way that she feel. Having a friend that has your back no matter what is very imperative. And what Biggie displayed was that Biggie is selfish and Biggie is not about to put herself in no type of harm. And I'm not saying that it's right or wrong, but I'm saying Biggie says she's not putting herself in no type of harm, not even for her play cousin. I think that was messed up and Anna was hurt by that. Now back on stage, we got Dolly over there talking about nothing was wrong with her face and she's still pretty. I'm still pretty. Guess what? And I got all my teeth. And guess what? I'm from Mississippi and I fought and I got in the paint. I will give her props with that. Bad Dolly, you did get in the paint with Tiki when most of the other girls who fight better and bigger wouldn't. So I give you that. Now, boom, here comes Scotty back out to the stage, girl. She done went put on her pajamas, girl. She must be getting ready to go to bed or something. I don't know. But here she come with her pajamas on, child. And Summer is dragging her, saying, aha, that's why I dropped you. That's why I dropped you. And basically, Scotty saying that she don't care. She's not fighting Summer no more because, number one, she's not a fighter and Summer never shuts up. And honestly, she's right. You can beat Summer up this time or you could lose a fight to Summer. Summer's still going to have the same energy. And I think that's why I like Summer the most on the show. I think that's why I like her the most because she keeps the same energy and that's very imperative in these days and times. And in these times, yes, that's very imperative. And look at Dolly. Dolly just cooling, chilling, and I'm over here saying, but Dolly, you can't cool yet. I get it, Tiki gone, but they got another heavy hitter coming out and they gonna want to fight you, girl. Girl, I ain't gonna lie. After fighting Tiki, you shouldn't have to fight nobody else. But put a pin in that because apparently Ivory won her ones with Big Dolly too. And I'm over here saying, Lord have mercy, somebody call the ambulance. You know she fragile. But anyway, Saucy Santana said he put his money on Bad Dolly in the fight. He said although he did that, Bad Dolly did stick with Tiki the second round. But the first round, he said Tiki got Dolly. And that's obvious. Honestly, I think the problem is nobody thought that Bad Dolly would even be able to keep up in a way, and she did, and that's what kind of startled my girl. And look at Bobby in the audience. I mean, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Bad Dolly did her big one. Like she kept up, but again, you was being hella biased the other way recently. So I don't know if he's saying that because Tiki's not here. He tried to do the scare tactic talking about Tiki coming, and it was just giving very punk. You know, and this is why they make good hosts for this type of reunion. Now, Lex is sitting on the couch saying she still want her rounds with Jayla and Scotty. She said, get up. I want you and you. Come on, let's fight. But none of them really want to get up. Now, don't get me wrong. Scotty gonna act like she gonna get up, but they don't really want to get up. Now, they say Big Lex hit hard. That's what they say. I didn't say it. But ultimately, none of these girls really want smoke. Look at Scotty. I mean, we could fight, but I've already done fighting, and I don't have to fight. And Baldhead Jayla was kind of quiet. Girl, it was giving like, yay, what's up? The big three, what's popping? But my girl Lex stood up in the paint to call them girls out, and they didn't want no smoke with Big Lex. And I think that's because they understand that them hands really hurt, allegedly. I don't want to find out neither. You is a basketball playing girl. I will give Biggie that. And I wouldn't want to fight you no way either. You feel what I'm saying? But anyway, Jamisha's trying to bring order to the court. She said they still got other baddies to come out. She can't get the girls contained. She's like, y'all, please relax. Saucy and Bobby Lights is trying to help the audience to relax. She said she got some other threes she want to bring out. But before we do that, she wants to bring out Stewie. And I said, what? Girl, I forgot Stewie was on the show. What? Now, Stewie came out in some slides, and they was trying to find out who she came out in slides for, and she said she ain't got no beef with nobody, but I'm still trying to figure out why they bought her out. Why is she here, Ike? Why is she here? So anyway, they sit down with Stewie, ask her about her time, and she was like, oh yeah, boo, 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 it was nothing, because it wasn't. It really was nothing. Like, I don't even know why they even put you in as a filler. Like, why are you even they should have disinvited you to the reunion. I hope to never see you on another baddie show again. You almost got kicked out. They talked about that. I wish Natalie would have kicked you out. Girl, bye. Get away from me with this, Apollo. So I guess Diamond the Body took this opportunity to say, I want to get the hell up out of here before they start popping me and realize I was jumping in these fights. So she ends up telling the girls she's leaving because she have a booking. Booking my ass. Girl, please. Diamond the Body ain't got no booking. Girl, go lay. Now, mind you, they asking, I think they're being funny too, but they asking Natalie if she's gonna still allow Diamond to be on Baddies Africa. And look at Natalie. I mean, you guys, I still like Diamond, and I know I said she was fired, and I really want to fire her, but then Lemmy told me that it's not my show, and I can't. So yes, she'll be back on Baddies for Africa, but I'll make her pass me my vapes the whole time, okay? So anyway, girl, Jamisha calls out the next three contestants on The Price is Right, and they are as follows. We got Big Ivory, we got Pretty P, and the other girl, Jazz. I told them 2 hitters in a possible. 2 in a possible, girl. Because Jazz is just, I don't even know why she's here. I don't know what y'all see in Jazz. But anyway, they come out and Ivory want to smoke with everybody. She really want to get at Big Lex. And this took me by surprise because I ain't going to lie. Y'all was cool throughout the season after she beat you up. Why you want to smoke now? But anyway, Big Lex stood up to the paint and was like, what's up? So I'm like, oh, Lord, this like watching 2 gazelles go at it, girl. This like watching 2 hippos or 2 big old elephants swing their trunks, girl. This is going to be a heavy hitter. This is a heavyweight fight right here, girl. What's going on? But my girl Big Lex did not back down. She said she here for the shiz not E, and a tussle went to ensue. Now, I will say this. I feel like Big Lex got in more punches. But I also feel like them ones that Big Ivory was swinging, they was heavy. Them was some heavy hands. Yeah. Them was real heavy hands. Now they say Lex got heavy hands too, but them was some heavy hitters. Yeah, they was thumping. You feel what I'm saying when they hit. But ultimately, they started hugging and all of that stuff. This was a big fight. I got to watch it again, y'all. I got to catch it next week when they play it out in its entirety because I don't know what happened. Now, I'm going to say Big Lex won because I like Big Lex. And ultimately, I can't prove that Ivory won definitively. Y'all on here in the internet saying that Ivory ran through all 3 of them, maybe 2, but not 3. I don't feel like Ivory really beat up Big Lex. Now, y'all might say Ivory won, and I can accept that, but beat her up, I honestly don't see that. And I watched it in slow motion. At the end of the day, Ivory fight with her head down and Big Lex don't. So that's a big plus for Ivory, okay? Big Lex. But they all on the floor, girl. The people is separating them. I ain't gonna lie. Big Lex, she did catch you one time, though, on the jaw. I ain't gonna lie. Big Lex, you light-skinned. I thought your whole face was about to turn purple, but it didn't. Thank you, Lord. Because, girl, that last one she hit you, that thumped you on your head, Oh, I said, Lord have mercy. Wouldn't want to be and read none of them. You feel me? And look at Stewie. They not about to jump. They not about to jump. And I'm over here saying, what's she talking about? And I forgot. She have a crush on Ivory. She like niggas, women that look like niggas. You feel what I'm saying? So she probably was out there scissoring with Ivory before the thing came out. Now she jumping up acting like she want to fight. Girl, I wish somebody would have pushed her off the sofa. You feel me? But anyway, girl. So they tussling, and it's Pretty P over there tussling with Summer. Pretty P got Summer, obviously. Summer didn't even really want to fight Pretty P. I think she really was there to fight Jazz, but it didn't matter because Pretty P needed somebody to fight. And to be completely honest, nobody really and truly had that much of an issue with Pretty P like that. I think Pretty P just really wanted to fight, and I'm here for it. I like Pretty P. So once the fight stopped, look at Big Lex say, oh, y'all won't jump? And I say, uh-oh. Girl, have you ever seen a bull stop in his tracks? Have you ever seen a lion stop in his tracks? Girl, that's what it felt like. Girl, Jaws. Girl, somebody go run for cover or something. So you know that turned Ivory up, and now Ivory wanted with everybody, girl. But she wasn't finished with the Big Lex story, so her and Big Lex, they ended up squaring up again. And I'm over here saying, Lord, I got to slow it down, slower than what it already is. I'm talking about when I tell you trying to slow this down to see this fight, even at its slowest speed on Zeus wasn't enough. Girl, these girls was thumping. As you can see from the still shots I got, this second round, my girl Big Lex was throwing them. I don't care what nobody say. Call me biased. I don't care. My girl Big Lex was throwing them. She was throwing them. As she was. They both was throwing them though. But I'm still going to say Big Lex when I say what I said. I mean, look at this. I ain't going to lie. It looked like that last scene on Rocky with Apollo Creed and Rocky when they both knock each other out. But either way, it still looked like it was a good fight. This was a really good fight. I was here for this whole fight. Now, after that broke up, Ivory ran up on Summer and beat the brakes off of Summer. Oh my God, I felt so bad for Summer. I said, Summer, tuck, girl, run. Just run. Ain't nobody gonna be mad at you, girl. Just run. But one thing about Summer, she stood in the paint, got her ass whipped, but she stood in the paint. Shout out to Summer, bruh. But that girl, Ivory, literally waxed Summer. Oh, girl, it was bad. It was so bad. It really was. It really was. She was like a bull in a china shop, girl. I say somebody call the ambulance. Summer is too fragile and frail for this girl to be fighting on her. But I guess they say this reunion size don't matter, so it don't matter about your size. If you talk that shit's not you get dealt with where you stand or whatever. Now, I seen Jasmine try to run in a little bit, trying to fight. Girl, Jasmine is just so irrelevant. I don't see what y'all see in Jasmine. I swear I don't. I just don't see it for her. I don't like her. I just don't. But that was the end of the reunion. So what y'all think? Now, I did catch this still shot of Jaden jumping in. Now, Jaden, you know good and well if one of them girls catch you and black your face up, you ain't gonna like it. Tread light. Now, I get it. You better stand behind Ivory from here on out because one of them girls gonna catch you and do you something bad. You feel me? But anyway, this was the end of the episode. What y'all think about it? Drop down in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on all platforms, and I'll see y'all who's leader, girl. Bye.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo dog time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.